been focusing on singing in the rain for our performing arts sessions, and we've used this as an access point for the young people to explore all things wet, all things windy, all things rainy, and they have had a lot of fun. We have been so surprised at how the young people have just absolutely thrown themselves into this topic.
The initial discussions came from Patricia Kelly, so she came to the opening of the Performing Arts Centre. Following this, we then had a meeting with her on Teams, and she was really interested to see how autistic young people responded to the films and music from her late husband, Gene Kelly. We wanted to create an opportunity for the young people at Prior's Court to explore new genres, looking at this through a multi-sensory approach, play, exploration of props, costume and character, developing play and group cohesion, and incorporating a multimedia approach. We took different elements each week, and the young people's responses to the music was amazing. It captured their attention, and they showed their interaction through observation, body movement, vocalisations, and even enjoying a little bit of Singing in the Rain. We developed the story and the narrative of Singing in the Rain. So the young people had a range of vibrant costumes that they could explore, including top hats, waistcoats, ties, gloves. The young people got more creative and more engaged in the activities as the weeks went on. We created a narrative through gesture and body language, and the young people also explored this through their facial expressions. They developed play through group games, for example, dancing or jumping in puddles. The use of props to support narrative, it was amazing to see how the young people transformed the performance space through the use of umbrellas and the playfulness that it brought.
I think the biggest thing that they have enjoyed has been the umbrellas. There's something about the sensory umbrella where it's opening, closing, spinning, rocking, blowing in the wind, having rain thrown down on it, having, just going round and round and up and down, and all the movements that supports them with. So for their dance targets as well, it's really supported, all those sensory equipment has really supported their engagement across all of their learning for specifically drama, music and dance in these sessions. So I think in our sessions we try to get and engage as many of the senses as possible. So that's your proprioception, so understanding where your body is in the space, and those umbrellas really help them explore where their body is in the space, because they've got a bit of that resistance. They can explore where it is in the room in relation to their body as it moves away and towards. Obviously you've got all the tactile touch senses with the water, and that we explore different temperatures with that, with it being warm, cold, all of that. So it's just a way to really get their attention in the first place as well, using all of these senses. Sound, obviously, with the music itself, that is a very well-known soundtrack, and the young people have responded to that really, really well. And that sort of encouraged their movements, and actually some of them, they definitely have a recognition of this music and of this music video, because they're automatically, high kicking, swinging from side to side. They've got some recognition of the sort of iconic dance moves that Gene Kelly performs, and it's been really nice to draw on what they already know from this very iconic piece and sort of introduce little other movements into that. So I think, there was a lot of kicking to start off with, and a lot of spinning to start off with, but then we were trying to refine those movements as well. So sort of adding on layers of complexity as we were going on. So we'd always start the sessions with a lot of exploration, a lot of free play, and just to get them exposed to the topic. And then we'd slowly start structuring different sort of scenes within the music video. So the umbrella blowing in the wind and responding to the weather, certain dance moves that we saw, spinning around the lampposts, all of those movements that you see in the music video, we incorporated into our sessions. Our aim for this performance was to set up a sort of close to real life installation style performance, where the young people come in, there's projections of their work all across the wall, and they've got all of their props and everything around, and they're just free to explore the environment as they wish. And it was really lovely to just follow their lead with the performance. So although we called it a performance, it was more seeing how they've responded to the work that we've been doing across the last sort of 10 weeks. So it's a way that we can see what do they gravitate towards in the room, what's really resonated with them, what area of the sensory play or what area of just the normal play they're sort of drawn to, which will also help us shape our planning in the future.